let's be very strategic so we could fill our pantries and freezer this month. I'm gonna share with you today what produce is in season. We're gonna portion out snacks. I'm gonna show you some great deals I found for the freezer. I'm gonna help you get ahead in the holiday season this month. And I'm gonna answer a question that I get asked a lot. Is it cheaper to make homemade bread? Okay, you ready? Aprons on, let's go. Check out this big box of chicken. I was able to get 40 pounds of chicken breasts for $80. So the other day I took about 30 minutes of my day to process them and get them in food saver bags, sealed up and in the freezer. I have a scale and I've been measuring out 2 pounds of chicken tenderloins to put in the bags. And then I have little small bits of chicken in this bowl that I'm gonna end up putting in a different bag so I could add to like little things, like little soups or something. And this is a perfect amount for our family for like casseroles and stuff. Here's the bunch that's food saver upped. The other bowl is in my refrigerator wrapped up. Tomorrow I am starting on some freezer meals, but I have 4 packages of chicken breasts with 4 in each. And then I have this little package here of like bits, so we can use in anything really, soups, stews, casseroles, whatever. And then 4 packages of 2 pounds of chicken tenderloins. So we could use this in anything as well as these little bits, but like stir fries, casseroles, my sweet and sour chicken, I mean anything. So now this is gonna go in my freezer and ready for us to use up within the year. If you're gonna stack these in your freezer, either like this or on their side, put a piece of paper towel or like wax paper or parchment paper, freezer paper in between. Sometimes your bags will stick together, and then if they stick too hard, they'll break when you're trying to pull them apart and then you've opened your bag. So sometimes it's great. You could do the same method with all your freezer meals as well. Over the last month, I've done a lot of bulk shopping and stocked up on some snacks. So now it's time to refill some of these bins. You know, life as a mom, stay-at-home mom, working mom, and heck, even if you don't have kids, life is hectic. So it's always good to think about long-term with our health. I'd like to thank Mary Ruth's for sponsoring today's video. I've been using Mary Ruth organic supplements for over a year now. I was looking at things to give me energy, help me with sleep, trying to find things that can help me with hair loss because I lost a lot of hair when I lost weight. I was looking for more, right? And this is when I found Mary Ruth's Liquid Morning Multivitamin. I know my kitchen isn't the only kitchen that has these like medicine cups. It's vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, sugar-free, and the raspberry flavor is so good. It is packed with minerals, amino acids. So I store it in my refrigerator along with all my other supplements. A lot of their products are vegan, gluten-free, and certified organic as well. There's so many options for you. Pill, gummy, and in liquid form. I have many of their supplements in liquid form. They all help support your immune system and overall health and wellness. Take them all by dropping them into your mouth, adding them to your favorite tea, smoothie, orange juice, and even water. Most of Mary Ruth's products can be used by the entire family. Mary Ruth's was founded in 2014 by Mary Ruth. She's a certified health educator, nutrition consultant, culinary chef, and a mom of 4 kids under the age of 5. One of the reasons why I was very drawn to them is because they focus on high quality ingredients. I live in Utah and the weather here every day is like this. It'll be hot, cold, snowing, raining. It's summer again, so I wanted something that can help our lymphatic system. I've been trying out their organic lymphatic support herbal blend, and it has elderberry in it, so you have that fruity flavor. You could put it in water or just take it. With all the herbs, it's not overpowering at all. Yum. All Mary Ruth organic products are 30% off on Amazon right now. And when you use my code MRO, her apron, you'll get an additional 20% off. This means all products will be 50% off on Prime days only. This never happens, so make sure you stock up. And on Amazon, make sure you're buying products sold by Mary Ruth Organic, not a third party. You should check out their full line. They have over 130 products. And their kids multivitamin gummy is a #1 bestseller. Seriously, friends, I am so happy with them, and they really have become part of my morning and daily routine. Question time, and leave your answer in the comments. Is it cheaper to make your own bread at home? So from all my research, there's 2 things we need to know. The price of a loaf of bread bought at the store or bakery, and the cost of the ingredients, including the equipment and energy. The most essential ingredient is the flour, yeast, salt, So all the extra ingredients are your oil, your sugars, butters, eggs, honey if you want to use that to replace your sugar. So the price of bread at the local store will vary depending on 2 factors: where you shop and what type of loaf you're buying. Just a simple white sandwich bread typically hover around $1 or $1.25. But the fancier versions are closer to $5. But all that good artisan bread can get close to $10. So the price of homemade bread will vary depending on the type of bread you're making. On average, a loaf of homemade bread will be less or at $2. But if you do what I teach about stalking the prices, watching the prices, you might actually save more money buying these items in bulk. Depending on the type of bread, you'll need about an hour or less to bake. So everyone's energy prices are going to be different, of course, depending on where you live. I read that on average the cost of running a 2.3K WH oven for 1 hour equates to about 30 cents. Or you can get a bread machine, but that only does 1 loaf at a time. So yeah, you're saving money here and there when you bake bread at home. Plus the benefit is you know the ingredients that are going into it. Do you have time to bake bread? If things are going good in my routine and schedules, then I bake bread once a week. There are months where that doesn't happen, so I'm going to choose convenience. So how much money do we actually save by making our own bread? If you only bake bread once or twice a year, you won't be saving much money. But if you bake a loaf of bread and it's around $2 a loaf, that adds up to almost $100 a year. It is cheaper than buying it at the store, and the more you make it, the more you'll get better at it, and the more you'll save. Okay, I want to know from you guys, do you bake your own bread at home? Do you think it's cheaper? I would love to know your thoughts. So let's take advantage of some seasonal produce right now, like apples, squash, Brussels sprouts, bell peppers, jalapenos, broccoli, blackberries, pears, beets, cabbage, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, of course pumpkins. We still have some local farmers markets still selling amazing produce right now. So I'm taking advantage of it, especially the last of the sweet corn. So from that market, I grabbed 4 Anaheim peppers, and we just started our smoker. So we're gonna grill these up. We're gonna add some cheese, yum. 2 cucumbers, and then 4 green peppers, and what she calls a black watermelon. It's supposed to be really dark on the inside, so we'll see. And I did up getting 4 dozen of the sweet corn, and then every dozen you got to add an extra piece of corn in. So I'm gonna get all of this off the cob and get it frozen, and then later I could freeze dry some of it as well. So the last time I froze some corn, I had a dozen, a little more than a dozen, about 14 ears of corn, and it gave me a full gallon size bag to freeze. So this time I ended up grabbing 4 dozen so I can get more corn in the freezer. Now, I'm definitely not doing this by myself. Derek's like, would you like help? And I'm like, is that even a question? What's the matter? What happened?
Worms.
Derek cut into one and it was just filled with
It was maggots. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was gross. Yum. It's just protein. I mean, isn't that what the government's trying to get us to eat anyway? I mean, might as well get used to it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. So from all those ears of corn, I was able to fill up 4 gallon size bags. We'll be using a lot of this during the holidays. We'll make creamed corn, use it for chicken pot pies, certain soups. Oh, and it's just so sweet and so good. I could have put them in food saver bags and had the air taken out that way, but by having them in the Ziploc bags, I'm able to go in with a measuring cup and scoop out what I need. So we snagged these sandwich rolls from Costco. So what I'm gonna do is make some ham sandwiches, cut them in half and get them in a baggie. I am looking for the other container. We've already broken into this one, so I'm only gonna probably be able to make a couple of sandwiches right now. The cheese I'm using is from Costco, the variety pack. What we have left is the aged cheddar, creamy Havarti, and some Gouda. So I have my baggies, the cheese, and I have some lettuce here. I'm out of tomatoes. So what I'm gonna do, since the meat is low, I am just going to make some sandwiches for the rest of the week. Okay, I was able to get 4 sandwiches. These are gonna go quick, but they're made, they're done. We don't have to pull out the stuff. So I will grab more lunch meat and finish this journey. And then now I'm just gonna put this container in the refrigerator and they could just grab and go. So I made our family gravy, our Italian sauce, the other night. I thawed out 4 pounds of ground beef to make meatballs. The other half went into the sauce. Now this is what I froze. I put rolled up the raw meat, put them down with some parchment paper on these baking sheets, and put them in the freezer. They're nice and frozen now, and I'm gonna put them in this bag. In this bag, I wrote raw meatballs. And we, of course, are always having meatball grinders, or I can make our sauce again and not have to make the meatballs and just throw it in. So this is ready to go for any recipe. We have many slow cooker meals that take meatballs. We can put this in that slow cooker recipe. So I've got them here. And voila, frozen meatballs. Oh, feels so good to be like so many steps ahead for the next time we make a meal. Feels so good. Let's jump back into the pantry and portion control some of our stuff. So from Costco, I bought this big package of trail mix. So we got a much better deal with this 4-pound bag than the individual packets. Look at all that. This one is a good one because not only does it have regular M&Ms, it has big peanut M&Ms. What? And it has cashews and peanuts and almonds and raisins. Yum. I have these snack baggies here. Got them from the Dollar Tree. And what I'm gonna do is individually portion these, and then we'll get them in the bin. So we could do 1/4 a cup, 1/2 a cup, whatever you think your family will like. 1/4 a cup is a tease. You do you. I am gonna do 1/2 cup. Voila. So let's just count these as I put them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 half cup servings. We already opened this bag a few days ago and we've already been into it. So I couldn't tell you how many cups we've already eaten, but now they're individualized. Everyone's grubby hands is not in that big bag. And that is done. Have you tried these? These were at Costco from Simple Mills. They're seed and nut flour sweet thins, honey cinnamon. It's kind of like a graham cracker, but like way better. Super delicious. Oh, they're addicting, you guys. So good. So we ended up getting another bag of them, and I'm gonna portion these up as well because honestly, if you open this up and just start eating, you're not gonna stop. You're gonna keep going and going. Trust me. They're so good. 12 thins is 30 grams. That's 140 calories. Snacks. This is 12. This is a serving. That is hard to stop at that. Oh, these are addicting. I will do 12. Even the broken ones, I'll make them into a whole. Okay, let's see how many packets of these I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It says 13 servings per container, but there was 14. No overeating those addictive little cracker cookies. Oh my gosh. It's my favorite season, apple season. So let's make some round apple pie filling to put in the freezer to bake up during the holidays. You can put your filling in a Ziploc bag and throw it in your freezer, but it'll be frozen square, and we do round pies. And you can bake it frozen. Don't thaw it out. So I'm gonna put these in my freezer for a few hours, let them harden up, and then I will transfer them. I have bags here that say apple pie filling and the instructions on it. What we're gonna do is take our apple pie filling and I'm gonna wrap it in more parchment paper, or you could use freezer paper, whatever. Then I'm going to slip it in this freezer Ziploc bag, but they fit perfectly in your Ziploc bags, and get all the air out as you possibly can. And boom, apple pie filling. And put that in your freezer, and when you're ready to bake, put your crust down on your pie pan, slip this in frozen, put your top crust on, and bake. Don't forget to click the link for Mary Ruth's down in my description box. When you use my code MRO, her apron, you'll receive 20% off. This could be used over on Amazon and on their website. If you would like to start building up your pantry to any size, click on these videos that I have here for you. Here I have a video for you on how you can create a 1-month stock for your pantry. And click on this playlist because I take you through each month of the year on items that you could start stocking up in your pantry for short-term and long-term food storage. I'll meet you over there. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you soon. Bye.